Well, it was great bumping into you the other day at the party, where we were celebrating a record. So, it was nice after work to again bump into you.
Yes, and I have to tell everyone, Dipti comes to these parties, which are during the weekdays, looking like a dream. And I don't know how do you ever manage, one, the stamina, two, the time to go home, change, and come back looking the way you do.
And whoever said I'm going home?
How do you manage to look like that?
Not the hair part, that I leave out. With hair, I'm somehow not too good. But yeah, with makeup, I have, Bidisha, who's a great friend and a great YouTuber who shares these wonderful tips of, what are the beauty essentials.
Okay.
So yeah, she's great. But you know what, Nipun, with hair, somehow it just doesn't happen.
Well, then we have an expert here with us, Shruti. Why don't you quickly tell us what are the first few things that a girl must keep in mind when she is looking at transforming her look? And let's start with our favorite topic right now, which is work to party. Shruti, over to you.
Office or work look is more of looking decent, and for party to make it look more flirty and fashionable. So I will suggest for girls to go for a baby hair for office, and then they grab all their hair in a bun and then just use some bobby pins and some Abdul U-shaped pins and make a messy bun out of it. And that's just look fashionable, as well as it look like that you had done so much to your hair and you have taken a lot of effort for doing this hairstyle, and it's just scheme party for me.
All right, now that is a really great tip. Thank you, Shruti. I like the messy bun bit, right?
Yeah,
you're
because
messed up and it's a trend.
Absolutely, absolutely. But you know what? These tips are really fabulous. I mean, with the messy bun, it's really, I can imagine it's really easy to do. Yeah, of course, Shruti is going to demonstrate that, and we are going to be able to see that too. But you know what? Moving on to makeup, let me just hand it over to Bidisha. She's fabulous and just telling us what are the key makeup products that we really need to have. So, Bidisha, can you actually elaborate on that?
Absolutely, Deepti. No, like the first thing that you need to concentrate on is the face primer. This is from MUA Cosmetics, followed by your BB stick, because it's very handy. As you can see, it's just like this. It goes and you can just apply where you need, and followed by compact, which you can dab onto the oily areas. And then instead of using black kajal, you can go for a blue liner pencil, and this is from Color Bar Cosmetics.
Well, so you know what? I've done it.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes, I have used, Bidisha's recommendations, and I've actually done a little bit to help you guys, and so I've demonstrated that. So I'm ready to share it whenever you want.
Okay, let's take a look at the stills now. Well, okay, so that was that.
Yeah, so taking off, from where we left, I definitely think that it's really important that we don't let you go without sharing your style tips with us.
Well, so my style tip is really around a little bit of planning. So when you are going out or when you need to transform your look, it's really important that you, plan in advance as to what you are going to be wearing in the evening. So what I like to usually do is, so my work look is very chic. I usually wear a lot of blazers, right?
Yeah,
but when I'm going for a party, I like to get rid of them and possibly change into something which is more colorful, more flowy. So I love palazzo pants, and I've got a still which actually shows you how you can use palazzo pants and convert it into a nice, fun party look. Go ahead. What's our next topic?
Well, you know what? I have watched your YouTube videos, so many of them, And I think you're fabulous when it comes to styling, Nipun. Hats off to you for that.
Thank you.
But the other day I was watching your YouTube video, and I happened to come across a trailer of the upcoming movie, Two States. And
Alia Bhatt.
Yes, Alia Bhatt. I think she's just like trending everywhere, right?
Yeah, she's fabulous.
She's fabulous. Yeah. So I just loved her look. It was so fresh, so young. Like she's done nothing much. So I think, you know what, that should be actually the next topic we should talk about how, you know, young teenagers can actually go to build up their makeup.
So when we're looking at college, right, what I think of is parties, because I think the maximum parties that I attended were during my college days. And if you want to really break down the Alia Bhatt look in this movie, I think, Shruti, you need to tell us, how do you get those curls? With whatever hair we have, but how do you get those curls?
I will suggest to go for heat-free curls because they are safe and good for your hair. And it's easy to get them. Just damp your hair and apply some rollers and you're good to go in just like an hour or so. And you can either do outward heat-free curls, i.e. By doing a swirling motion and rolling your hair. I do have a video on that, and it's so easy to do, and it doesn't need too many products and you know, a curling wand and anything else. So it's like a pocket-friendly stuff, because if you are in college, most of the college girls can't afford all these things. So it's better to go with the healthy heat-free curls, which are good for your hair and will make your look fabulous.
Well, thank you so much, Shruti. I think that's a great tip. I love the heat-free part of this entire tip. Because,
Absolutely. Because if I'm putting any more heat to this hair, I'm going to be left with none of it, you know, a year from now.
A lot more treatments, right?
Yeah, the hot oil treatment, absolutely.
The hair packs and all of that. But what about the makeup?
Well, about the makeup, like you said, from college we went, you know, to a lot of parties, but also that was the time when we were young and there were a lot of dates and stuff happening. Let's not deny that.
Yes, let's not deny that, yeah.
So, so this is a look that, you know, I think we should keep it open to, you know, if you're going for a party or if you're going out somewhere special with that somebody special.
True.
You know, let's ask Bidisha, what do you recommend that we do?
Do not carry too much of makeup products in your bag, because you need to carry books as well. So I suggest that you need to carry one compact in your bag, followed by a blusher. Now the blusher has to be 2-in-1. Like for instance, it should have color, like pink color blusher, and with that it should have the components of highlighter as well. So I suggest this Lakme Pure Rouge blusher in the shade Ginger Surprise, because it has both the components. It can highlight as well. Followed by a bronzy red lipstick. I suggest Glamorous Red Lipstick from Maybelline. You can see the shade. And then you can, of course, use loads of mascara and kajal. Kohl is a must for college people. So I suggest this Lakme Iconic Curly Mascara, followed by this Kohl Ultimate from Lakme as well.
Thank you so much, Vidisha. This is a great tip. I love the mascara bit, right? That really opens up your eyes.
Absolutely. So, you know what mascara always does, especially when you want to, like, especially in the nighttime, you want to glam up the look a little more, just go apply coats and coats of that. So, yeah, that's really important.
Also, the blush bit that she mentioned, right? So, having the highlighter and the color.
Absolutely. I think it's it's 2 steps done in one. So
let's go to the video. I'm sure you've done one.
Yes, I got a little enthusiastic when it comes to Alia, but yes, I did get a little enthused about it,
so and
I did something,
Yeah, let's take a look at it. That was really, really nice.
Yeah,
I think it's a little better than Alia Bhatt, let's accept it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope Karan Johar is listening to that one.
I hope he's watching this.
Yes, but yeah, like I said, I just think that you need to do something fun, and I think in your younger days you can go with a bit of glitter and fun, and jazz things up, and I think it looks so cool, which you might not do after you hit the number 30. So
true, but the trend I really like for fashion is boyfriend jeans. Now I've now been in college for a while, but I've actually created a look as to how they are very versatile. Boyfriend jeans, unlike the common perception, which makes you feel that they're rugged and you can just wear them to college and stuff like that, they're very versatile. You can actually take a regular college look to a party look, and I've actually done a little video, so let's see if we can show that to you.
Absolutely, I want to see it.
Let's go ahead. So the whole idea here is that you add a few accessories and you add your a bright color. So that sort of totally lifts your look. What you can also do in college is, beyond the top and everything else, you can really go ahead and add high heels, right?
Okay, on boyfriend jeans?
Yes, absolutely. So what I have done in my look is actually roll them up so they become more like capris, and then you add these really nice strappy sandals, right? So boyfriend jeans, distressed, they've still got this raw, grungy look about it. Roll them up, put in some strappy stilettos, throw in your tank top, and add a few accessories. Make sure that you don't carry the oversized big bag. That doesn't go too well.
Okay.
But a sort of clutch, something that matches the color of the tank that you're wearing.
Okay.
That really does.
But somehow I've not had, I've not been very experimental. I'll be very frank, I don't even own a single pair of boyfriend jeans.
I got mine from Zara. I think all you girls should go check them out because they really know how to distress them well. So you just have the right cuts in the right places. That looks very, very
that's an important point. I think those are the key points you need to keep in mind. The cuts need to be really in place. Otherwise, you could just look like, the painter boy.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to. So we move on to our next look here. I was actually thinking of travel.
Well, when it comes to travel, Madam here is the queen. Every time we try to, I'm trying to call her up to fix a plan or something, and she's unreachable. And by now, I know why she's unreachable, because she's on a flight headed to another city. And, we tend to bump a lot into each other when we are, traveling for work. And Nipun here does not land up at the party in the evening, because a lot of conferences in the night we try to have a party or something like that, but Nipun here doesn't land up. The poor kid is really, really worked up.
No, but worked up. My hair are messed up. My makeup is all wrong, and I am cranky, and I don't want to talk to anybody. But Shruti, why don't you give us a few hair tips here? Tell us what can we do when you're traveling, because your hair tend to get really oily, and what is it that you can do to really transform your look from, say, work to travel to party?
First is the ponytail, and for that you can use a Velcro, which is just like that. You can get it in any market. It's very cheap, and you can apply it on crown of your hair, and then just back comb your hair and make a ponytail, and it looks so chic, just like Madhuri Dixit did in her recent visit on Comedy Nights on Couple, and she was looking awesome with that. And this ponytail is also staple with Priyanka Chopra. And the second thing is you can make a donut bun. For that you need a donut which look like this. You can get it for very cheap in market, and just make a ponytail, keep it inside your ponytail, and just wrap all your hair around it, and use a ball pin or some rubber bands to keep it on place, and that's it, you're done.
All right, thank you so much, Shruti. That's a fabulous tip. I want to do that next time. But now you throw some light on the makeup bit, right? What do we do for the makeup? What do you carry? Because you need to travel light.
Yeah, you definitely need to travel light. And you know what? I would just leave it to the expert. Bidisha, please just help us with, because there are few things that you can carry with you when you're going to another city, and I think it's very frustrating when you land up in the city and you realize there's one thing or the second thing that you're missing.
Yeah, true.
So everybody should get their pens and papers and note this down, because Bidisha here is going to share with us what are the travel beauty essentials.
True.
First and foremost thing that you need to carry is a good moisturizer. I will suggest you all Cetaphil moisturizing lotion, because it's medicated and very much mild on your skin. So you must carry this in your bag while you are traveling, followed by again a BB stick because it does all the things together. You don't need to carry separately a liquid foundation because in airports you're not allowed to carry liquid products.
True.
So this is the best option. And then you can carry a nude lipstick because you don't want to use too much of red and pink while you're on the go. So I will suggest you all this shade called Fast Play by MAC. It's a beautiful nude shade which will go with every Indian skin tone. And then we must not forget to use the mascara because it obviously makes your eyes look bigger and adds length and volume to your lashes. And dab some compact on your face as usual, followed by a little bit of blusher or to the highest point of your cheek.
All right, thank you so much. Vidisha, those are lovely tips, especially the mascara bit. I said that earlier, I'm saying it again, I love it. I think it really opens up your eyes, makes them look bigger and better.
Definitely. But like Vidisha said, I think I realized pretty late, when I used to travel that because I have oily skin and I was under the misconception that when you have, very oily skin, you don't need to moisturize.
No.
But I think that's the mistake that we do, that when your skin tends to get oily because you're not providing it enough moisturizer.
Correct.
So that's an important point to keep in mind.
I want to see a look.
Okay.
Have you done
Your
one?
wish is my command. Well, then let's have a look at the video where I have shared, how we can use these beauty essentials that Vidisha has, given us a list of, and create a look out of that.
Okay, awesome. Lovely, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
You do this so well, Seriously, it's amazing the way you can do this whole makeup transformation. I think it's amazing.
You know what? If I'm good at makeup, then you are the one who's a complete rock star when it comes to traveling. I've seen you. Might be you do need a little help with makeup and beauty because I know you get a little worked up there.
Yeah, totally.
But I've seen you for years now handling meetings, when you're traveling and stuff, and I see you traveling so light because normally when we bump into each other at the airport, I'm the one with all the extra luggage, 2 bags and more bags and more bags, and you're like traveling very chic and light.
Yeah.
Just tell me, how do you do it?
Something
I really need
that
help there.
I learned after taking a lot of flights and the damn 15 kg limit. But yeah, one needs to travel light, and I think if you are looking at going from travel to party, the trend that I am really crushing on at this point in time are maxi skirts, right, and maxi dresses.
Nice.
Yes, like unlike common perception where everybody thinks it's boho and it's for fun and outdoors and all of that. I think they're very versatile if you pick your color and print right. Okay, so I've actually experimented with a beige and black maxi dress. Okay. What I usually like to do when I'm traveling and the airplane's air condition is on like an overblast mode, I like to have a shrug so it keeps me warm, right? And
yes,
it's also formal.
very, very
it's also formal during meetings, etc. And once if I make it for a party, that is, I get rid of the shrug and I accessorize a little bit, have a nice bag or a clutch I can carry, and I'm ready to go. So yeah, so that's the look I have. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what you can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all right. Have you ever thought of what are the other elements that you can look at when you're traveling? What are the things that you can use?
Well, firstly, before we, skip the point, I want to say I never thought that a maxi dress could be actually worn to a meeting.
Yeah.
Frankly, I mean, I have seen a couple of maxi dresses right now at Forever 21, and I think they look fabulous. I've worn it for brunches, I've, worn it for like coffee, chilling out with friends, and I think there's so much you can do. Sometimes, I have also worn but I have carried more casual looks with it. Sometimes you can just, wear, accessorize it with, little, like rock star kind of accessories. And sometimes I just go, I had in fact posted a picture on my Instagram page where I had a very nice, diamante headband, and I had worn a nice pop of orange on my lips. So I think that, and I just went out with my friends, so it was really nice, very laid back and stuff like that. But again, yes, you got to accessorize it.
You've got to accessorize it, right?
Yeah.
And before we sign off, right, for today, there's one little tip. If you are looking at keeping something formal, then make sure that it has collars. And because that adds to the formal bit and doesn't have slits, because you don't want your legs showing.
Well, that's unless you really want to get through with that kind.
Yeah, true. So no legs showing, no skin showing. But if it's formal, you could just have your collars, etc. But yes, so we're pretty much at the end of this hangout. I think we've overshot the time with a little bit, but it's going to be a wrap for now. Thank you, Shruti. Thank you so much, Vidisha, for joining us. It was really nice.
Yes, and wishing Shruti, Vidisha,
and everybody else
out here a very happy International Women's Day. And hope all these makeup and beauty tips have really enlightened you as how you can go from a work to party look, or
college to date.
Yeah, absolutely. Or if you're a travel queen like Nippon,
then it's horrible.
Then how do you go straight from being at an airport to a meeting and then head off straight for a party and have no reason for not attending a party?
Yes. Wow.
Yes.
Said that on camera now. But thank you so much. It's going to be a wrap now, but the Hangout's going to continue on Twitter. So please do send us your questions with hashtag Beauty and Fashion Hangout, and we'd be more than happy to take it up right there. Our handles are Nipun K, Deepti Diva 1, Mermaid Bidisha, and you could keep sending in your queries, and we will meet again on Twitter land.